You know, we're together here tonight to memorialize a tragic event, an event that never should have happened. George Floyd, his life was taken in an act that makes no sense. When we look at what happened, there's no way to look at that act and understand why. It was senseless, it was needless. But we have to remember, as we look back over the last 10 or 15 years, how many other events like that have we witnessed? How many times have we come out for an event like this to speak out and to say that Black Lives Matter? Well, I say that to challenge. We come out after these things take place, after lives are taken for no reason. And then over time, our memories fade, and we're not quite as outraged, and there's not a conversation taking place to bring change. Well, as we come together this week, we need to be together next week. We need to stand together, demanding change, demanding there be a better day. God made us all. God made each one of us with an inherent value. And we are equal. But to have equality, we have to come together, we have to be willing to stand together, and we have to work together to bring about the changes that are necessary to have a way of life that we all want. I think if we go around this country and we talk to anybody, any American, we all want the same things. We want peace. We want security. We want a decent life for our families. And we can have that, but we have to come together for that. As a police officer, my heart is heavy about some of the things that have taken place. I understand that as an officer, as a member of the law enforcement profession, that change is needed. But we need to come together and have a dialogue about the changes that need to be made. We know in a civilized society there has to be law and order. In order for us to truly be equal, there has to be law and order. But the law has to enforce the law without bias, without prejudice, and it's the same for all across the board. In 1 Timothy, Timothy says that we strive for such a time as this because we believe in our heavenly Lord. We believe in one Father. We believe in Jesus Christ. But we're striving, and progress can be made, and better days can come if we work together. I'm going to ask a couple of questions, if you'll indulge me for just a second. How many truly believe that change can be had? Yeah. Who plays a part in that change? We all do. Exactly. If we all do our part, if we all work together, if we're all willing to have a dialogue, then a better day is coming. It's not a pipe dream. It can be reality. But we have to be willing to work together. I'm going to hush. My wife told me not to speak too long tonight. But I'm going to close with this. When we look at each other, when we look at things that divide us, they're few and far between. They're few in number. But if we look at each other and we see all the things that we share, that number is too numerous to count. We all have value. We all have meaning. and we can all have a better life if we work together. Thank you.